Mr.E's English Hacks.
You've obviously clicked on this video because you're studying Macbeth, right? One of the assessment objectives that you're tested for is how well you read, understand and respond to the text. How useful would it be if you knew what happened in every single scene of the play in the right order? Well, we're going to be looking at a memory method that will enable you to do just that. There are 5 acts in the play and there are 29 scenes spread over these acts. For each scene we have a keyword that will enable you to remember what the scene is about. We're going to learn these keywords starting with Act 1 in the right order using a visual memory technique. We're going to see each of the acts as a house and the scenes in each act will be linked to the story of that house. The witches meet upon a heath to discuss Macbeth. We learn of how Banquo and Macbeth are heroes in battle. There is a meeting between Macbeth, Banquo and the witches where the witches predict great things. We learn of how the Thane of Cawdor is a traitor and how his title will be passed on to Macbeth. Lady Macbeth reads a letter from Macbeth about all of these great things. An invitation is sent out to Duncan to attend Macbeth's castle, and there Lady Macbeth persuades Macbeth to murder Duncan. Riddled by guilt, Macbeth hallucinates seeing a dagger before him. Nevertheless, he goes ahead with Duncan's murder anyway. It is Macduff who discovers the murder of King Duncan, and he tells Duncan's 2 sons Malcolm and Donalbain. Malcolm flees to England, Donalbain to Ireland. An old man ruminates on the repercussions that this will have for Scotland. Macbeth has become king, but his old friend Banquo is suspicious of him. Fears in Banquo stick deep, and Macbeth describes his mind as being full of scorpions. He resolves to kill Banquo and his son Fleance. Banquo is murdered, but Fleance escapes. Later that evening at a banquet, Macbeth sees the ghost of Banquo. There is a scene involving Hecate, the Queen of the Witches, and in the final scene of Act 3, Lennox ruminates on the state of Scotland. At the start of Act 4, Macbeth has resolved to meet with the witches again around their bubbling cauldron. They show him a series of apparitions. One of them tells him to beware Macduff, so therefore he sends murderers to kill Macduff's family. In a terrible scene of murder, one of the murderers accuses Macduff's son of being an egg. In the meantime, Macduff has visited Malcolm in England. The two of them test each other for loyalty and resolve to take revenge upon Macbeth. Lady Macbeth's guilt has caught up with her, and she is seen sleepwalking. The English army advance ever nearer. A doctor tells Macbeth that he cannot cure Lady Macbeth or Scotland. One of the witch's predictions is seen to be coming true, as Birnam Wood advances on Dunsinane. In scene 5, Macbeth learns of the death of his wife, and he compares life to a brief candle. The army advance nearer still. Macbeth takes his anger out on one of the soldiers seaward. Then, finally, Macduff catches up with Macbeth, and in a fearsome battle, Macduff manages to kill him and behead him. In the final scene, Malcolm is crowned as the rightful king. Let's have a look at all of the keywords together. How many of them can you remember in the right order? So how can you use this information when you're writing an essay? Well, what I want you to do is to practice writing down these keywords in the right order under the act headings as quickly as you can. Try to get it under 2 minutes. Do this at the start of the exam. What you then have in front of you is the sequence of all the key events in the play in the right order in the correct scenes. What you can then do is refer to specific events as they happen in specific scenes. You could also link early events in the play to later events, again saying which specific scenes those things happen in. All of this demonstrates a really excellent knowledge of the play. Why not subscribe to my channel for more fantastic English hacks? I've got your backs.